This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so first thing is what is ingress? What is ingress? So I'll put it in a very simple way. I hope you remember that service. I hope you remember that clustered IP. I hope you remember the node port. I hope you remember the load balancer. So these are the services which I discussed in the service session. There's one more service, external IP, which I had given you a task to understand that. So overall, this is the one which will help you to access the service from outside, correct now? From outside, load balancer. Now the question is, let's say if you have a one service, okay, so how many load balancer needed? One load balancer needed. If you have 100 service in this pattern, so how many load balancer you need for external one? 100 load balancer, and that is a problem. 100 load balancer, you need to manage it, you have to incur the cost for it. Again, lots of limitations which we have. So there are two kind of load balancer which we have. One is network load balancer, and another one is what do you say, application load balancer, correct? Network and applications. So network, here in Kubernetes we have a service, but what about application load balancer? So that is where that we have ingress. So ingress is nothing but application load balancer in Kubernetes. In Kubernetes, okay. So this is something which will help us. So here you have hundreds of load balancer which you created. This is the load balancer. So ingress will help you to avoid it. How? Let's understand this. So I'm creating one picture. Here you have a cluster. Now these clusters may consist of tens of node, whatever it is, I don't care. But how many services you have? Let's say here uh, you have multiple services. Service 1, I hope you remember the service definition. Service 1, service 2, service 3, service 4. Now if I want to expose outside of the cluster, so I need a 4 load balancer. I want to avoid it. So what to do? So step number 1, how to implement ingress, and that one more questions which I'm going to cover in this. How to implement ingress, and then how to install it also. How to use it and how to install it. So simple thing, we have a few components in ingress here. One is ingress itself, and one is ingress controller. Now the question is, what is ingress? What is ingress controller? So ingress controller is one applications. Okay, one applications. It's like a kind of load balancer applications. Ingress controller is applications. You want to know the list of ingress controller? List of ingress controller, and here you see, go to this website, and here you have a tens of ingress controller. Look at this, pretty large list. These are not a part of the Kubernetes. I repeat, these controllers is not a part of the Kubernetes. It is an external component. Okay, so which controller you would like to use it? So here in this session, so I'll install the Google one, which is a free of cost. Nginx. Here it is. This is the one. Okay, so which is a free of cost. So yeah, so many ingress controllers are there. These are the software which will help you to set up a load balancer, the based on the application load balancing concept. Now, what is a network load balancing and what is application load balancing? I will let you discover this one offline. Okay, this concept we have in AWS also, Azure also, Google Cloud also, or anywhere you want to introduce the load balancer, you to have these types of. So coming back to these things, how do we implement the app ingress? So you have to install ingress controller, and then you have to write an ingress rule. What is this ingress rule? So basically here rules is, this is the rules and which govern traffic. For example, if anyone is hitting devops.com slash Rajesh, so go to transfer that traffic to the Rajesh SVC. Here we have SVC, right? Multiple SVC, 1, 2, 3, 4. So like that. If you hit, this is the pattern, right? So there's a rule here. If anyone hit is to red service, transfer that traffic to the red service. This service is a here. Now this is called path waste. Name waste also possible. For example, rajesh.devops.com. This is name based. red.devops.com. So here you see that uh, this way you can control the being a one endpoint, you can control the entire traffic. So this is we call it a rule. So again, in order to implement the ingress, you need to write an ingress rule. I'll show you, and then you need to install the ingress controller. Okay, so these are the things which you need it. Ingress controller, ingress. Now how it is works, let me show you here. So here, let's say you when you install ingress controller, let's say ingress controller, this is a service, I'll put it in the red. And now this service of ingress controller you expose at the load balancer. So only one load balancer needed. This load balancer you connect to the domain name if you need it, and this is the end user. So end user will hit the domain transfer the traffic to the load balancer. This load balancer is of controller, ingress controller, and here when the traffic, all the traffic comes to here, this guy will refer the rules. This is called ingress rule, ing. This is the rules which I was talking about. Okay, so this will refer the rule, and based on the pattern, path, name, or TLS also, these are the three way it will transfer the traffic to here, that traffic, or here, or here, or here. Are you understanding, all of you?
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So here, first thing, install the controller, expose to the load balancer. Second thing, uh, write a rules. Okay. So how do we install the ingress controller? Let's try. Hopefully we'll get successful. So right now this is not an EKS cluster. If you try an EKS cluster, it will be much, success rate is much higher. This is the privately set, I mean, just for certification purpose we are setting up. So let me put it up. Ingress controller will have a very high level questions in the certification, by the way. So I was thinking, yeah, kubectl get nodes. My nodes is ready. Now what I will do, I will, because I have a master node, I want to make this node schedulable. So what to do? So Kubernetes, I'm not setting worker, I'll make the master as a worker. Schedule master, schedule pod in master node. So this command will make the master worker. So I'm just running it. What is this command? Name of this guy, node. Done. Okay, so now my master will behave like a worker as well, just for the learning purpose. You can set up a separate master also altogether. Okay, so the first thing, in order to implement this, we need to install ingress controller. How do we install the ingress controller? I'll just go to Google and install ingress controller, nginx ingress controller. That's a free of cost, nginx. And here, let me see that some quick tutorials are there to install. So configure RBAC, too many tutorials are there actually, and short tutorials how to nginx. Probably let me try this. I want short quick tutorials because not a production ready. So here it is. Okay, so I think this will be easier for me. Okay, so now this is the one, and exposing the ingress controller, load balancer, node port. Wonderful. Yeah, so I think exposing the node ingress controller, so load balancer this one, and node port this one. So I need a node port. I don't have a load balancer. So okay, so seems to be good. Hopefully it will work. I just don't want to get into the complicated process right now. Production ready. So this is I'm deploying. So let me run this guy and enter, and successfully done. Now I want node port. So for this, I need to run this, and done. Okay, I have a tutorials that one, but I think that is little old on the Devops School blog. So this is done. And finally, we have to validate. So can we validate this? So copy this command and clear the screen here. And there's some error here. Completed running. So here completed running. So 3 pod controller admission. So admission controller admission. One admission is failed, another controller is running. So there's a problem running, but it's not ready. That is a problem. So here I need to check that. So just let me spend some time here. So here kubectl logs name of the this one -n is equal to nginx. So here what they're saying, patching webhook failing, server could not find the requested resources. Webhook. Okay, let me try a few more times. And running. So it's not ready. So it should be running. So this is okay. Should be running. So it's not running. So let me check this kubectl logs -n is equal to ingress enter. Now there is a problem. The problem is starting, and here error http TLS connections. So stopping error listening to TLS connection http server closed. So this is good. This is the problem.
Rajesh, could be like this one B1 beta 1. I think it doesn't support with 1.22 or more.
Mine is 1.23.
Yeah, shouldn't we change it to some other API version?
Let me check. This tutorial is written in 2022. Should be okay. Just give
Yeah,
me two
this one
seconds.
beta 1. There is a API version. Yeah, this one.
This is Ngress. This is Ngress. Here this is different. Ngress I have not written. I'm installing the software itself. So okay. So let's do one thing. Let's not spend time because I will have this is a complication in the non-production environment. So what I will do is controller 0.44. Let me check the official what is the version of it. The only thing is this is very complicated. So 0.44 and version. Let me find another tutorial. Install Nginx controller and uninstall that one. So this month and probably there's so many YAML file for the different platform. So what I have to do is Officially, I don't want to follow because it's so very complicated. I just want one which is a very lightweight. This is too much. Okay, let me try. This seems to be straightforward. So I'll uninstall that one, the one which I have installed it. So here, kubectl apply -f
Rajesh, can we check
reinstallation.
the API version in this YAML file? Maybe something is
It's
wrong
okay. I
there.
mean, that again matching is going to take a lot of time. So just give me 2 seconds. I will uninstall this, delete, and troubleshoot a little bit more because the environment is different. It will work, but I just want to avoid it. So delete bare metal deploy, done. So kubectl get ns, done. So let me follow blindly this guy. I'm assuming that they have a bare metal installation. So right now I have a bare metal situation. So, and this is the one. Finally apply namespace and service account, RBAC, and this is a secret. Secret does not exist. Default server secret. Just a second. This file is not able to found. So find dot name, not there. So let's just move on. This is the one. Done. Annotations, done. This is the 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and this is the one. I'm not sure what exactly I'm installing, just I'm blindly following it because the installation is a little uh, large actually. So different product, have to have one product, node port, that's good. And finally this command probably will verify. So if it is good, then it's very simple. And this is flashing. This is also not now it's good. Okay, so good, we got it running, but it's not ready, so just wait for a few seconds more. Now it's crash looping. Logs. Operation not permitted. Okay, so this is also spoiled. Last try. I have one more last hope. So cube ctl delete ns and go for this one. Quick installations, that is mm, mm, mm. Let me try after all mine only. Uh, mine is little older version, means 2 years old. But if it's working, that's more than sufficient. Ingress. Okay, so let's try this one. Get loan. This is the last hope. This setup will work in the cloud very well, but right now I have a bare metal. That's the problem. So go to Ingress. Now I am following this document. So deploy this. kubectl apply -f. No, this also deployment is not working. It's working. Good. Okay, so here this is a working ingress. So what I did, I installed very old version of, I think 2 years old version of ingress, and it's working. So that is the first step. Now, how do you get installations done? Again, there's no one set of instruction actually, to be honest. This product, different platform, different way to install it. So just only you need to remember that install ingress in your platform somehow, and this should be running. Understood, all of you?
Yeah, fine.
Yeah. So now after this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to describe this and check that the health is okay or not. So here, uh, describe, and then here this should be true. Ingress kubernetes.io is default class true. So do we have this annotation? So I think annotation is none. So what to do? So so you have to set the annocation. So for that, just a second, how do we check out the ingress? Not set the one class. So you have need it. So what to do? I am going to set up the annotations, this copy, and I'm running this command. So this command will do that, and now annotation is true. So default, this is has to be done. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to deploy. Are you comfortable with this command, all of you?
Can you please explain this? What is the purpose of this command and how it
This
will help us in further, please?
so this command is deploying. See, kubectl create a deployment, name of the deployment, and deploying one image actually. That's all. Deployment, simple, simple deployment, application deployment. Okay. So I'll put
Okay.
it in this way. Step number one, deploy ingress controller. Just now I did it. Thankfully it got done, but normally we have so many issues in, I have experienced this one. So this is done. Now what I'm deploying simple applications, one simple application with SVC service, because remember that this one I'm deploying now, this service. This is the deployment and this is the pod. Got it? Hello?
Oh, yes.
Hello?
Yes,
Yeah. So this is a simple command to deploy. So kubectl, this command will scale to 2 pod, and this command will create a service cluster IP address. Okay, done. So let me validate this. Kubectl get svc. So see, this is the my applications, and if you see that pods should be running here. So this is your application. So step number 2, this service. See, this is also done. This is also done. Now this is the pending. What is this? Ingress. Got it? So what is ingress? What I said, ingress is a rule. See, ingress is rule. So I want to show you one rule, example rule. So how do I show you? So let's go for the single rule. This one, ingress single rule, right? So here there's some single rule is available. Here it is. So more. Look at this. What is this kind? Ingress. Name of the ingress single. And here you say default backend. So any traffic come to the controller, and then controller will read this rule. Any traffic will go to which service? Which service?
cluster IP
No, it will go to
service.
this service.
Cluster.
This service. And this service
Okay.
just now I showed you here. It is. Look at this. Got it?
But this is a type is cluster IP, right?
Uh, which one is cluster IP? This is a
Cluster
rule
IP.
actually. This is a rule. This is a
Uh,
rule.
the services is like cluster IP, right?
This service has to be okay. Which
Yeah.
in this which service has to be exposed
Hmm.
outside? Ingress controller, no? This is ingress controller. This is your exposing. See, traffic is coming to this place. From here, it go to the controller. Controller will read the rule, and based on the rule, this will transfer the traffic to this or this or this or this. Got it? So this service has to be clustered IP. No, we don't need to expose this one. If
Yes,
we are
yes.
exposing, that was a problem statement. No, if you see that earlier, if you want to expose multiple services outside, you need hundreds of load balancer. That was a problem, right? We don't want it to create hundreds of load balancer. Correct, no? Yeah.
Yes.
So now here this is the rule. So let me apply this rule. This command will help you to apply the rule. Uh, this is the applied. Can you check this? Grep ingress, you can do that. So this one you can see that. This is your ingress. That means anyone hit to the controller will redirect to this service. Do you want to see that what exactly in this service? Get svc with this IP address curl http dap 80 port. See here, it should print hello world version 1 hostname dap. So this is the service you should print. Now can we send the traffic? So you can describe the nginx, all these commands you have in my tutorial. This again, in your cluster it will work or not, I don't know. By luck it worked for me. So I'm not talking about this command, I'm talking about this installation, because this lots of if and buts are there. That's a problem. So okay, so now what to do? So now I am going to check kubectl get svc or all. Okay, a spelling mistake, I guess. First I'm going to check my this guy. What is happening? So here, do you have node port? Yes, wonderful. This is the node port. So now this is the node port, and so what I'm doing, I'll tell you. So this is me. Do we have a domain? No. Do we have a load balancer? No. So what I'm doing, this controller should be exposed to the node port, and this node port I will access. Okay. So what to do? So node port is the IP address of machine. So where is that? AWS. So AWS should be here, right? Yeah. This is the IP address. Now this is my IP address, and port number is here. You see that port number 80 port is 30350. This is the port number. So if I hit the ingress, this is the ingress node port. Okay, controller port number. So this is IP address, and this is the one. So if I hit this place, then it should you should get this output, which is curl, which I did now. This output. Okay, so here if you see that, if I hit directly to node port, and node port will take you to this one, and then this will, based on the rule, it will transfer to one traffic, which is here. So what to do now? I'll just steal some command from my notes. Here in this command. Now so what is the so what is the value for this? Okay, and what is the value for this? I have got it actually. 30350, correct? And now this one and this one. So here I'll put it IP address, and here I'll put port number, the node IP address, port number, and I will hit this phrase. Clear the screen, and okay, I'm hitting this, and here it's not showing anything. So this is the problem with the cloud actually. Many things you have to check this out. Security, and here security groups, edit bounds, and this is the problem. So for this is a very worst practice. I'm doing it just for the demo. I'm allowing everything. Very worst practice, but done. So now can we check now? See, now it has come a 404 error. So I was expecting that should be output, but it didn't get it. So just give me 2 seconds. I'll correct it. So did we use the IP address? Yes. Here the output which I was expecting should be this one. This one. So it didn't get it 404. That means there's some problem. So how do we deal with it? So let me check that one more thing. So get ingresses and IP address. Let me check. And YAML. And here okay, so everything is correct. Status.load balancer.ingress.ip. So where is the status? Load balancer, which is down. So kubectl get svc I'm just checking controller node port 30350. Okay, so everything is correct, but let me check one more time. Okay, this is a problem. There's address is a problem here. Address has not come. So this is the problem in the controller itself. Let me pause this recording for 5 minutes. And
This conference will now be recorded.
Getting the controller need to be worked on the setup. That is a little challenging. Okay, so now next thing is Helm. So the question is, what is Helm? So if you understand that Helm, do you know APT, right? Do you know Yum? Do you know Play Store? Do you know all these things? What exactly is doing? So these are the package manager. APT is for Ubuntu, Yum for RHEL, Play Store for Android. These are the package manager. And what you do? You are installing and removing the applications, right? That's what, and updating also. So something similar, we have a Helm. Okay, so Helm, what is this? Helm is a tool. Okay, doing what? Install, remove, and update packages. What exactly is doing? Installing, removing packages. Now, these packages we call it chart in Helm. We call it chart. Okay, so first thing, install the Helm client, get the chart, which is package, and install it and remove it or update it. That's what we have to do that. So let me install the Helm in my machine. Let me see if it is installed by default or not. Hopefully not, because just now I set it up. No, it's not there. So here you can install through manual ways. Let me show you. Installing Helm, and go to the binaries, and here mine is Linux 64-bit. Here it is, this one. So clear the screen, wget, download this tarball, tar-zxvf, and this is the tarball. Now if you go inside this, here you have a Helm. So copy inside your path environment variable. So mb helm, and now I'll just copy in this location. So that way, done. So installation is done. Helm, got it. So now what do you need to do? So you need to install some charts. We call the package which you call it charts. So from where to get it? So go to the Helm and chart, enter. Now there is one website which is for this. It's like hub.docker.com. You have images, right? So here you have, see, this is not coming. Chart repository. This probably it'll come. So this website, you have to remember that name. This is called Artifact Hub. What is this? Artifact Hub. How many packages you have? How many charts you have? Look at this. And find, install, publish Kubernetes package. So what do you want to install it? Let's say I want to install Apache. Enter. And this is a package. It's developed by someone else. And here, this is a command. So let me run this. A lot of commands, you should get comfortable with it. This is all commands has been given. So I'm adding the repository. This is the command, and this command will install the Helm chart. Done. Installation is done. Now how do we see that? So Helm list. You see that this is deployed. Now you want to check this pod, kubectl get pods. See that this is the one just now. Look at the 9-second. So you want to install it using Helm. Good. You want to uninstall it, then what to do? So there's one command which you have to see that here, uninstall, and the release name. So Helm uninstall my release. That's all. And you see that is gone. Install, uninstall. Same way you can update and few more things you can do that. So this is a way to install and uninstall. Now next thing is, can we create our own packages? Yes, you can create a one packages. How to create a one packages? Let me show you. So here I want to create one more packages. So here for that, what I need to do, I need to create a skeleton. So how do we do that? So Helm, enter. I'm not able to remember the command name, so I'll just steal it from here. So create. Okay, so Helm create, and the package name web, enter. Now you see that here web directory. This is the skeleton of your chart. Okay, what is this? It's a chart. So here all the meta information about the chart will go to here. All your YAML files which you want to deploy, which include pod.yaml, deployment, service, SVC, namespaces, RBAC, SA, everything, volumes, everything will go to the templates directory. Okay, everything will go to the template directory. So I will copy some code actually. So one pod is sufficient for the demo. It can be any number of files. Kubernetes pod example. So I'm just copying one file, simple one here. Inside that vi templates pod.yaml, enter, paste it. Now this has become a chart. Inside the template, you can have hundreds of files. Okay, the best way to learn, do one thing, download some charts, which is officially you can find here. let's say GitHub link, you'll get it somewhere here. If you search for that GitHub link and study that one, that will be good way to learn actually. See here. No. Where is that? Homepage. This is the one, I guess. See here. This is the templates, chart.yaml, values.yaml. Got it, all of you? Hello? Hello?
Rajesh, like Helm is some kind of like a template through which provides all the kind of YAML and uh, so
Helm
all
is
those
a
YAML can be.
no. Helm is a tool. Helm is a
Yeah.
tool which will help you to install this, remove, update what? Chart. Chart is nothing but a directory structure. This is what I'm showing you. I mean, look at this. Charts, just ignore this one right now. This is important and this is important. Templates will have all the templates of your YAML file, which you want to install in Kubernetes in one go.
Oh, okay. So
Got it? So here I created Helm chart, web name. Now how do we install it? So Helm install dot web, and some name has to be given. Automatically generate the name. What is the name? Default and Helm list. Oh, spelling mistake. Helm list. So here you see this is the name. Now you want to check the pod. Get pods. See, this is my pod. Understood?
yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. So again repeating, Helm is a tool which will install, remove, and update what? Chart. Chart is nothing but your YAML file, multiple YAML file, not YAM 1, 2, hundreds of, 50 YAML file for your applications. In one go, you want to install, remove, update. Okay.
So Rajesh, the deploy like the ingress thing that we were doing, so that could have also been achieved using Helm.
Helm, yes. But that again, that installing the ingress is not a problem. Controller is a problem. So if I see ingress controller, search for it. Here you will get a hell lot of package, but which one will work for you and your setup, that is challenging. So here you, how many packages you see that. Now you have to because mine is I installed blindly 1.0.23, which is in Ubuntu. So we need to check that sometime, troubleshoot. So the older version of controller which I was using is this one, which was working few months before, but now it's not working. So some code changes required or something. So again, you have to download from the latest website and do the do that all stuff like that. So here also you can use this controller, but whether it will work or not, you have to try it out actually. Got it? This is the official one. Look at this.
So Helm software is used for chart. That's it.
Helm
Is is
Helm
is
software.
that the use of, yeah? Is that the use of Helm
Question I
for
didn't get
charts?
it.
Is it for charts only? And what kind of stats it would showcase?
Okay. I'll put it in a more simpler way. See, when you deploy one applications, what it contains. So it contains pod.yaml, deploy.yaml, just avoid the spelling mistake, svc.yaml, RBAC.yaml, pv.yaml, pvc.yaml, ns namespace.yaml, service account YAML, and few secret.yaml, config map.yaml. All this thing is required. How many YAML you have? So many YAML. Now this YAML you will do apply, or update. I mean, delete. This is so irritating work, right? What about if I give you one command, helm install app? What do you think? It's nice, right? But what is helm is saying? Hey, you need to keep all this file in a directory called templates. Okay, that is what I was showing you here. See here under the web, if you go, web is one chart. web is one chart, and inside that all the YAML file will go to the templates, and then Helm install and uninstall. That's all. Understood? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so this
basically,
is
it
a
is reducing our manual steps. For example, if we
manual.
have to do these steps for like maybe 20 or 30 YAML files or config files, so with the Helm, we can do with the one single command only.
Right, yes. Yeah. Okay, so Helm install and you can update it. So any software you can install it, or you can create your own chart. I showed you how to create a chart. You'll be having a recording. You can practice this one. Okay, so now next topic is backup and store. So what do you need to take a backup of? That is a question. So you need to take a backup of ETCD.
Rajesh, actually, before moving to next topic, I had one question actually.
Yeah,
Uh, so you were showing like that HTTP, like where curl commands, right? So
mm,
through like when we're
yeah,
talking about Ingress. So
yes.
uh, like nowadays, like we use certifications like certs. We use HTTPS certs. So
So
where are those?
curl is a browser, small browser over the command line. That's all.
No,
Nothing
no, no,
more.
no. I'm yeah, curl is fine. I'm saying like when we were hitting that HTTPS request, so
Hmm.
somewhere we would like to also implement uh, certs, right?
Certs, yes.
For security
So
purpose, right? The
yes, yes,
TLS certs.
yes.
So are those part of like ingress.yml only? Like this is
No,
where we.
no, no. Certificate is a part of any application as such. The certificate will be part of the any app. See here, certificate you can load in the load balancer also. You can load here also. You can load in the pod also, by the way. So any place. This is a certificate. In the pod, it's been loaded using the config map and secrets. So that is a
Okay, yeah. So even if you have to
that's the
do that,
difference.
so that will go into like ingress.yml, right? If you want
No,
to do it
ingress
at
is
the
nothing but
hmm?
ingress is a rule. Don't get confused. Ingress is a rule. This is a software. Controller is software. All the traffic will come to the controller. By default, controller will read the ingress and see the rules. If rules depends on the rules, it will transfer the traffic to any of the service.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. So basically, you are saying like certs can be implemented in any of the layer. It can be in load balancer or pod or
Yes.
so.
Yeah. Depends on your implementations.
Okay, fine, fine.
Okay. So now the next question is how do we take a backup? So in whole Kubernetes, you have to take a backup of one component, which is called ETCD, because that's only the stateful is there. Rest of the thing is stateless. So how do we take a backup? So there's one command which is called ETCD. So here, if you look at this, just again. Huh. So this command will take up a backup. Okay. So this command, there's a utility which is called ETCD, etcdl. Let me check if it is installed or not. So it's an external command. It's installed in my cluster and version 3. And this is the endpoint, which will be API server certificate for it. And this is the command etcdl snapshot save. And all the commands will be stored in this file. Okay. So this is something which you have to try. So now let me run this command. This is an old article and I'm trying to run it. So yes. So this command I need to modify And what is the API server? I need to get it. So kubectl config view. This is the API server for me. And this is the port number for ETCD. Certificate address, no need to change. You have to be in the master and this command. So this is the file name database. So copy this and run this command. Enter. And now because the size was very small, it is taken. Backup is done. This is your backup. Okay, so now you have taken a backup. How do we restore it? So again, if you see the same command, but here instead of save, it will become a restore. Okay, so let me run this command, and this is the way you have to take a backup and restore. You see here, restoring is done. Okay, so this is the way you can take up a backup and restore, and this tutorial will help you in an easy way. Understood? Remember that utility is etcdl, that is you won't find in your cluster by default. You need to install it separately. Make sense? Hello? Hello? Yeah. Now, next topic is upgrade process. How do we upgrade it? So here I want to show you some utility for this before that. So kubeadm is an admin command, and here you can do many things. Example, init we did it for init kubeadm init to set up a master, create a master server. Kubeadm join to join the worker which you have run. Now, if you want to generate a more token for bootstrapping, so kubeadm token, enter kubeadm token -h. Here you can create a new token, delete, generate, and list. So let me check if you have a token. This token can be used by worker or SA account for doing this. So this is the first token has been used by the worker, and by default the expiry will be 24 hours. So right now 2 hours is gone, so 22 hours has been showing. So you can generate a more token actually. So create a token, spelling mistake, and here you see just this spelling mistake, kubeadm spelling mistake. What is this? Kubeadm token create. So now you created another token. Now this token you can use for authentication by the worker when you join the cluster. So that is something which you can do that here. Init join, you want to see the certificates which is used by Kubernetes clusters. So here certs, and here certificate key, check certificate, generate CSR, renew, all this thing you can do it. This is a automated process which I have told you in the authentication and authorization, how to generate a CSR, renew, and all kind of things. Now, important topic in this is upgrade. How do we upgrade it? So now I am going to upgrade this cluster. So kubeadm, let me kubeadm and kubeadm and upgrade. Now here, sorry, just a second. Kubeadm upgrade, spelling mistake. So here upgrade have a multiple options. So here you want to upgrade and apply. you want to upgrade node or you want to plan for it. So I want to plan for it. So plan means it will tell you whether that your upgrade should be done or not and to which version. So right now the report has come. So here I'm having everything 1.23.6 and target I can upgrade to 17. So it's not a major upgrade. This is suggested by minor upgrade. So here in order to apply for, see, mine is 236, upgrade will happen to 2317. Okay, so this is the minor upgrade, not a major upgrade. So how to upgrade my cluster? This command is needed. Just run this upgrade and this command. Now,
So one question here, Rajat.
yeah,
So while upgrade services will be down, is that correct?
yes, of course. So in that case, you have to put it HA, high availability or not. So let me do the plan in, and here, okay, so I'm running this command. Let me run one more time. And here there's a fatal error. Okay, so let me do apply. Automatically it will take less rest latest. Check. Upgrade is failing for some reason. Okay. Upgrade is failing because of some reason, and that is kubeadm version. This is a problem. So version is this one. So what you need to do, you need to update this version. So how do we do that? That's a question. So it's yum, oh no, it's apt get install kubeadm kubectl and one more, so cube, all this thing I'm doing. Wait a second, in one time. So you have to update this. And finally, let me check. So spelling mistake actually. Yes. So now this will upgrade the tools actually. First you have to update the tools. And after that, you have to upgrade this one. Just a second, plan one more time. Okay, this has been broken. Okay, so after installing this, you have to start that. That's the problem. Yeah, you have to restart this. Okay, so I'll just tell you the steps. This will be easier. So first thing, uh, first thing, uh, in order to upgrade to the new one, utility which you need to use it. First thing which you have to do, uh, upgrade, shut down your server. Okay, that is the first thing. Shut down a server means not shut down your application, Kubernetes applications, and then upgrade your kubeadm, kubectl, and kubelet. These are the things. After that, you have to apply kubeadm plan, and after this, reboot the machines, and after that kubeadm plan, and check that uh, update plan actually, which is supported. And after that, you have to run this command, which you have this one. Okay, whichever the version is supported, you have to do that. Now let me give you one tutorial for this. You can try in this offline, and Kubernetes upgrade here. So this tutorial you can follow. So here which we are doing, look at this. Here we are installing the latest version of kubeadm and draining this. This is the maintenance work, you know that. And here this is the upgrade. You are checking the plan, and here you are applying this. So little bit of inner process you have to do that. So it will help you. Okay. Now last thing which you want to know is like how to delete the Kubernetes cluster. So that command is kubeadm reset. This is the command. So this command will delete all the settings done by for the Kubernetes master and Kubernetes worker. Okay. So please remember this is a very dangerous command. So now if I run this is a command, my whole clusters will be reset, and then you have to run init command again to create a clusters. So let me do that. Kubeadm reset, enter, and it's asking, are you sure you want to reset? Yes. And here everything will be deleted. This is dangerous command, please remember. And you see that here gone. Understood, all of you? All of you?
Yes.
Okay, so here some of the things you can try. For example, uh, Ingress, Helm, backup and store and upgrade. In this, I'll have to update my notes tutorial, which I'll do that tonight or maybe tomorrow morning, and I'll share the guide for you. This tutorial, just type Helm here. This tutorial will be working updated, and here it is. And for this also is working, upgrade this. This is the only tutorial which will not work, and try it out. And if you are facing any issues, anyways, I'll help you with it. Any questions?
Uh, you told, like in Helm, we can install and uninstall packages that charts. Can we update those also, like all the YAML files at the same time?
Can we
Update.
update? Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So here what is
Okay.
happening, you can see the different version of a file. So here if you see that uh, the version here, see that, look at this here, Mike, follow my cursor. So let's say today I installed, so you will have to install this one, but after a few months if you come back, then you will see the updated has happened. So what you need to do, you need to update your charts also. And how do you update your charts? So see here. Okay, so this way, this command, so here you have install command. Where is that? uh, here you have uninstall command, and here you have upgrade commands. So you can upgrade also.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, more questions, guys? Okay, so practice it and come back to me if you are finding difficulties. I will update that my ingress tutorial. I need little 4-5 hours for that. And again, one more thing, even though I have upgraded, that will work for specific version of installations only. So not every places that instruction will work. But anyways, I'll specify where in which scenario that will work, and we'll take it further. Okay, bye everyone. Have a nice evening.